Windy waters of San Francisco Harbor, and some are questioning whether wind will be a factor today. NBCSN welcomes you to the Penn Mutual Varsity Cup Rugby Championship. Yes, there is a national title on the line, and going for that title, reigning champions Cal up against Arkansas State. Both sides arrived at this point, starting with the quarterfinals on the left there, and both Cal and Arkansas State had resounding victories. They both did it a little tougher in the semis, and here we are, arriving on championship day. You want to welcome in former USA Eagle Brian. The captain has said the 2-week wait was too long. These guys are ready to play.
Talked to Matt Huckabee, who used to be the coach for Arkansas State. Really proud of what Sean Potheater's done for the Redwolves.
Varsity Cup final, here we go. And these early moments in this game, Brian, are going to be very interesting to see how each side, particularly Arkansas State, settle in. Zach Young, and an early mistake from Arkansas State.
Well, great step by Zach Young. Referee must have thought it went off of his leg and not knocked on, so a break there for Arkansas State. Looked like a mistake by Zach Young. Great hit and drive there by Anthony Salibert. And quickly to the wing. Arkansas State said that they were going to try to use the width of the field, Lee, and that's what they've done early on.
Campbell Robinson with a good early in his side. First line out to Cal. And that too, Cal's set plays have been a point of contention for Coach Jack Clark. He wants his guys to be better in this final.
That's the reason why Wade Ogburn is wearing the number 2 jersey at hook today for Cal. It's because of his throws. Makes the first strike to Drew Gaffney.
Cal getting close. This is going to really test the Arkansas defense. Webb moves it out wide to Saliba. Switching back the other way, and Sullivan almost got there for Cal.
Good hard-up defense by Arkansas State.
Moving it wide, the cutout pass, try, opening try, goes to Cal. Sam Cusano puts the first. Robert, be good to go. We'll get an update for you when that is available as play resumes in the Penn Mutual Varsity Cup Rugby Championship here in Santa Clara. The last time these two teams faced each other was back in 2010, and it was a monstrous victory to the favor of Cal, who lead at the moment 7-0. Saliba sends it out wide. The reigning champions, confidence high at the moment.
Well, the first time we've seen Arkansas State with some pressure on Cal. That is the Frenchman from Montpellier. That is Julien Moustier.
2 French players in the Arkansas State side who did not speak a word of English when they came to Jones for Arkansas, and their teammates helped them. They said, we kept it simple early, easy, with just play words.
I talked to both of them today, and they said they still communicate in French on the field just because it's so easy. Said they know each other so well, sometimes it just takes a look.
Still playing penalty advantage.
Young moves it inside.
Okay, play on.
The 9 is Brock Roper, the scrum half, who will do the kicking as well for Arkansas State.
High tackle.
Long penalty advantage being played for the dangerous tackle.
Into the half after a short stoppage. And Arkansas State win the line out.
Ball not straight in the line out.
It's unintentional obstruction, but you passed the ball back before Maul was formed.
Well, I didn't think the ball was straight in the line out either, but unintentional obstruction. So it'll be a scrum to Cal. can't drive until the ball is fed into the tunnel. Cal puts a little pressure on early, and so the penalty.
Now Arkansas State's find some room. This is a good passage of play for Arkansas State.
And that's the danger man. Wearing the 13 jersey, Sione Fangawia from Canberra, Australia.
Jordan, get my back on those, please.
One of 3 Aussies in this Arkansas State side. This really eclectic blend, very much an international side out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. But you know what? They say it works for them. Young plays that pivotal role in the middle at fly half.
Great tackle there by Thomas Spradling, wearing the number 6. Oh, Tanner Pope, he was here. You could...
Turnover, Arkansas State ball. They deliver it wide, Tanner Pope. The kick through. Are there any chasers? Is anybody home there?
Carried back,
Barrientos, and so that's a great kick by Sione Fangawia. Turns the Cal defense, makes them run. Barrientos there on the spot, but carries the ball in goal. And so it'll be a 5-meter scrum. Arkansas State knocking on the door, and that's the kind of pressure that they want to put on these Cal Bears.
And as Barrientos gets back for it, he was one of the players in question for today, carrying an injury. But he George Sharp playing hooker, and Tanner Pope from Katy, Texas.
Just leave it 9, he's fine. That's twice, early drive, White.
Early break here. Arkansas State close to the try line. Can they level? The captain, Blaze Walser. Roper. Young. Young with the little dummy. Young keeps going. The fly half is over for Arkansas State. Oh. The call is pass forward.
Lost the ball forward. A knock on in goal, says referee Jim Rogers.
Zach Young can't believe it.
Yeah, no, he thought he had it grounded. I thought it was held up at first. We'll take another look here. This is a great angle. Here's Young dragging Barrientos. Casano comes in to help. And that ball goes down.
That goes down.
Boy, that is going to be a tough one for Arkansas State to watch.
Varsity Cup Rugby Championship here in Santa Clara. George Sharp with English heritage from Raleigh, North Carolina.
It's instruction.
Arkansas State, I mentioned this to you a couple days ago, Lee. I said that discipline might be a factor with these Arkansas State players, and you've seen them maybe chirp at the referee a little bit, and that doesn't go unnoticed, and I think that was the discussion.
Obstruction.
On the field. Also important to note, guys, he never lost consciousness and never had any trouble breathing. So Robert Paylor has been taken to the hospital now via ambulance, and we will try to keep you updated on his condition as we hear it.
Tanner, thank you very much, and Brian, that is
it's such a
promising
relief.
and a relief, yeah.
Yeah, and you always hold your breath in moments like that, especially when you don't really know what's going on.
Look at this break from Alvarez. Through the middle for Arkansas State. He needs support, though. He's slightly isolated, and it's a turnover to Cal.
Yeah, when you break, you got to have somebody there with you, and Alvarez goes alone, and Cal does a great job. Aiden Flint comes up from fullback, puts in the big hit, and then the steal of the ball.
Right, now Arkansas State's got to get some formation, some structure here, and do something with this possession.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
We're going to have a good look here at Valentin Balande from Bordeaux. Got to Jonesboro last year. His English is surprisingly good for only being in country for a year. The players said he didn't speak a word of it when he got there.
And by the way, none of them spoke French either.
Exactly. And the other part of the French connection wearing the number 12 jersey is Julien Moustier. Said it's been very helpful to have another Frenchman there to kind of, help him get adjusted to Jonesboro. And one of the things, this kind of, it's like, the international relations department. This school has players from so many different parts of the world.
So both Roper and Moustier warmed up this morning with kicks. Moustier with the first one, and it is successful. 3 points on the board for Arkansas State to get things going. And Brian and I have been mentioning throughout the broadcast the international flavor and nature of Arkansas State. Just have a look at the nationalities represented there.
Yeah, and, you know, 9 of the players in the starting 15. Some of these are reserves as well, but they're certainly recruiting across the vast landscape to get these players. And they're all, you know, they've got this common bond in that they're all in Jonesboro with nothing to do. And that
worry about your job. Worry about what you've got to do. Do you see that from Arkansas State yet?
Well, you know, a few mistakes. They're playing a little bit too open, I think. Too many unforced errors, but they've shown that they can make line breaks. They've shown that they're good with ball in hand. They just got to put a few phases together.
Preston Weigel.
Leave it 9. 9.
Edging closer to half-time. 7-3 in favor of the reigning champions, Anthony Saliba.
Go away, 10.
Well, Saliba comes on that line from Andrade, but he has to stop his run.
Oh, can they stop Sullivan, though? Keller over again.
That's a great try. New approach when he's striking the ball, just so clean. And as you see, Sullivan, that is a great try. Great focus right there on the goal line. Does just enough to get the ball across. Big throw.
Missed opportunity for Arkansas State. Here comes Cal.
It's a big gamble in that line out.
Anthony Saliba with a run. This is danger time for Arkansas State.
Tackle now, no.
They cannot give away more points, and a big cutout pass. Cal is in again.
That's all communication. You can hear Aiden Flynn out on the corner saying, Russ, Russ, and Russell Webb, the huge left-hand pass, the big cutout falls just sweetly into the hands of Aiden Flynn.
It's only his second game at fullback. He normally plays in the centers, and now he's a try scorer in the Varsity Cup final.
And look at Cal here. They've got so many runners up front, freezing this Arkansas State defense so that they can't ship out wide.
Field. He said he misses him. Nick's down in Sydney, Australia, playing rugby down there and having a great time, and he said Nick calls him before every game to wish him well. What a family story the Saliba story is. Into touch.
Well, they can bring in. Oh, great defense on the corner by Jake Gowena. When Arkansas State mentioned that they were going to try to stretch Cal and go side to side on him. This is the scenario I thought of. They played great cover defense. Jake Gowena, very physical. Look at him. He measures up. Val Balande. His dad lives in Orange County.
Hold.
When he decided to go to Jonesboro, he told his family, and they said, why? Says he's really, really grown to love Jonesboro. This is one of those, you know, it's the last man to let go. You know, that's where the pride is. You know, I'm not going to let go of your jersey.
When I say use it, there's a reason. You need to use it. You can't keep moving forward, okay? Scrum.
Doesn't hear the referee, and so yields the ball back to California.
Whoa! Big run and a big hit.
That was a great tackle by Fangawea, the number 13 for Arkansas State. A great line, a smoking hot run from Aiden Flynn, but he gets munched.
No, he's not playing.
Reigning champions Cal up 19-3. At the 50th minute of the game, the kick goes through. Oh, and a mistake from Arkansas. Look at this. Russell Webb picks it up and scores in the Varsity Cup final. The leader of the Cal team
You talk about the decision-making of this kid Webb, and he looks in front of him. The passing option is off. He sees the fullback. He's got a little bit of distance over the top, so the chip goes through, and then the chase is on. And look at Sam Cassano working off this wing. First of all, Ridley Cunningham with the bobble on the ball, and then the scoop there.
Russell Webb had that ball before Cunningham even knew he was there.
Yeah, and Cunningham, that's the pressure. You gotta have this ball. It's gotta be clean.
So in his scene, the fullback for Arkansas State, Ridley Cunningham, will come off, and on will come Neil Maestri in his place.
Yeah, Maestri's on. Looks like Dylan Boast also.
Back.
Here's Sullivan. Out to Cassano. The opening try scorer. Cassano will make it 2 in the Varsity Cup final.
A really nice subtle step by Cassano, but the handling from Gaffney on the corner. The song. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out at the end of the game. Maybe.
He does all the work behind the scenes. He's been with Jack for 32 of those 34 years. So the team has pretty well established.
Arkansas now on a run, desperately need points. Arkansas State is in for its first try.
And finally,
We good, Jordan?
I'm sure the relief is finally there for
the Redwolves fans in the stands here at Santa Clara University. They'll be looking at that, wanting more of that. The conversion is wide. So no joy there for Val Balande, one of the 2 French players in this Arkansas State side.
right places and a wild pass that goes into a Cal Bear hand.
Just be careful, okay, 3.
And again, where's the support? Where's the support for Arkansas State? Finally it comes. Young. Out to Flynn. One of the many try scorers for Cal today.
He's the tackler.
Good
Turnover.
Yeah, good tackle. That was Sione Fangawea, makes the tackle and gets the poach, and now trying to get something going.
Something and needing to find something fast and capitalize it. Young with the inside move. Back to Young. Here goes Zach Young. And it's been called back.
It was.
Lead forward.
Let's have a look at it.
Boy,
Final.
Stay low, 6. Roll away, 6.
Sullivan to Cassano. Again, it's a carbon copy of the other try. That combination of the prop and the winger.
Play. Nah, it's fine. Play on. It's all right.
Maestri with a good run. Trying to push it up. Zach Young again out to Fungawea. Here we go. Zach Young's got his hands on the ball now. Back inside. These are risky passes, but they need to be. Arkansas State needs to do something.
Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry, pal. Advantage high. Penalty.
They didn't just lose. They got belted.
Yeah.
And they had to really regroup, and they climbed the mountain, in their own words, ever since then. And they feel that's why they should have had a shot at winning this game today.
No, leave him 20.
Val Balande now playing fullback.
Here's Young, here's Zach Young. Turning over the ball.
Not over, guys, not over. Clock's not right, not over.
You know, kind of the
Clock's not right, not over.
there on the face of Sean Potheater.
All right, let's rally. Let's see if Arkansas State can go over here for a consolation try. It's looking good. They got numbers out wide. Can Arkansas State do something with it? Oh, I'm not sure.
Time is off.
I think that ball may have been lost before it went across the try line.
On the line.
Looked like Dylan Boast. Yeah, and Boast scores one.
It makes the score.
Dylan Boast now to convert his own.
Right on the 80th minute. Unsuccessful, and that is the full-time whistle. Cal go back-to-back in the Penn Mutual Varsity Cup Rugby Championship, and Coach Clark has got another one, another national title. And a comprehensive victory of 43-13. The coaching staff congratulate each other.
I talked to their assistant coach, Mike McDonald. He got sent back to Berkeley yesterday to pick up the trophy. They forgot to bring it down. He could have just left it in the office.
And Tanith is with Coach Clark.